video 2 of the problem I'm having. I'm going to try to resolve the issue where my Chrysler 200, it's a 2013, has a no start, no crank issue. Looked online. There's a guy with a Chrysler Pacifica. I think he's Dealer Specialty Services of PA. That's the name under the YouTube channel. And basically all he did was add another additional ground wire to his Pacifica, to the tranny, and it fixed the issue. So of course, if that doesn't fix it, some other people had added ignition actuator pin, where the pin of the ignition inside the it's behind the dash. Pull out the ignition, the tumbler, and then behind there's a pin that breaks off and is unable to turn to start the car. So if this doesn't fix it, because it's so sporadic, then that's the next step that I'll go to. But with these 200s, let me pop this hood. These 200s, this is the V6. The battery is actually behind this fender. You can see I added a new battery. And as soon as I added the new battery, it went to go start it, and of course got the no start no crank, and no, I didn't fix it. As you look right, I'm just looking for corrosion, because you have these cables coming up from the battery there. I'm looking at how thick those wires are going around. And of course eventually we lead up to here, so that way if you need to ever jump your car, you can take this off and jump it from right here. But what we're going to do is add that additional ground wire. It's not going to hurt anything. Hopefully it's going to fix my issue, but if it doesn't, then the actuator pin is the next step I'm going to take. So let's get that tire off and get to that battery. Just to let you know, before you jack up the car, loosen these lug nuts. Just break them loose. Car's up on its jacks. Give it a shake. Make sure you're good to go before you start working underneath the car. Okay, so first thing, we're going to take this tire off. I'm done with this jack for now. Like I said, these on this 2013 Chrysler 200, it's a 19mm. I'll just use a deep socket. They're already loose, so I can just spin them off. So y'all can see what I'm doing here. You gotta remove this tab, this tab, this tab, this tab, and this tab. Oh look, that tab's coming out. I didn't push that one in all the way. From when I replaced the battery yesterday. And it's just, you get the edge of this thing. Over time these become brittle, and when you try to take them out, they just break off. So then you have to get some new ones, or come up with some type of, there we go, don't lose them. Right. There's one. Here's the next one. So these two. Sorry, these two. Remove these two. And that will come out. Just pull this out. Alright, next we'll be working on this bracket. You don't have to take this out. All you have to do is take this one out and loosen this one, and this bracket will fall down. And that, I believe, is a 13 millimeter. 13. Then there's another 13 right here that holds this bar into place. This bar, all it does swings up and comes out. Just like that. Then you can loosen this, which is a 10. That is a 10 millimeter. And then you can pull this out. Be careful of that positive lead there. Let's see, it's not hooked up, but let's see. This thing's once you get out so far, you can get access to this negative. Now you can access the negative side of the battery with your 10mm. And you can undo that. Now I plan on putting my extra ground wire right here onto this bolt that I'm using right here, that I'm twisting right here, right on the inside of here. That's where I plan on putting it. So it has this ground wire, but I'm also going to add an additional ground wire right here. So then you just take this off, your battery comes out. And that's how you remove the battery. Got it from Discount Auto. It's a Autocraft 4-gauge ground cable. They have the top post and the side post mounts. Well, I'm gonna have to make this work for attaching the additional side. It's a top mount, but I might have to cut this so I can put in the bolt, because I already have a top post like that, or top ground wire connecting like that. So, and then this will just go around to the tranny. I'm gonna find a spot to place it. And I did get the 78-inch because I wasn't sure if the 48-inch that they had was going to be long enough. So it is, let's see, the packet number is AC145HS Autocraft. Okay, I open this up. My battery already has this for the top post. So what I'm going to do, take that off, take this off. I'm going to cut this with a Dremel right here across, and that's how I'm going to do it. So got my Harbor Freight Dremel here. Plug this bad boy in. Always wear your protective glasses. There we go. Just like that. Or you're going to feed this through here. It's going to be, you're looking at the exhaust coming down. It's going to be to the right. There is a tranny mount. Oh my gosh, this thing's going to drive me crazy. Anyway, you see where the center mount is? Well, this mount has a bolt going into the block here. So I undid that, put my ground wire on that, and now I'm going to put it right back in there. Just like that. Tighten it down. Just like that. Right there. This tranny mount here, I took this 16mm bolt. It's a 16mm. Comes right out. This ground wire, put the bolt right through it, attached it. We're in the line. I had a little bit too much line, so you can get the smaller 48-inch line, ground wire, 4mm wire, and also Just zip tied it here with some zip ties. So that's it. Got that ground wire on. We're gonna see if I have any issues first start up after disconnecting and reconnecting the battery. Adding that ground wire. Alright. Here we go. Start it up. But I really won't know until it acts up again because it's very sporadic. So I'm gonna keep trying to start it, and if it goes for a whole month, and I'm assuming that the problem's fixed. Cut it off again. Take the key out. Try it again. Start it right up. So let's hope that it fixed the problem.